And there are those that are consistent with every activity in church, and every day they are deprived of the reality. When we come for night vigil, they sleep the most. And so we must be able to understand, as we mentor and guide and school people, there are things we cannot do. The best of a man is still a man, but the best of God is God. Do you know God, or do you know man? Because there are days when men fail. In the days when men fail, you beckon upon Ebenezer. But woe unto you in the day you need the strength of God, you don't know him. So the Bible says, if you fail in the days of battle, it's not because the battle is fierce, it's because your strength is small. It then means that it's possible for men's strength to be small. And the challenge is that can happen in the days of battle. When you read that expression in that moment while Jesus took them to pray, he was preparing them for the days that are referred to as evil days. When he was burdened, he picked the signals in the spirit, because he will definitely pick the signal. There is no time that God does anything without communicating it to his servant. In fact, sometimes even if you are backslidden, God will still cast some burdens upon you, peradventure for the sake of what is going on. And as you begin to journey with that burden, you don't know that you're actually unlocking yourself the more. He was burdened. And by the time they refused to pray, a time came. He told them, well, don't pray again. Just sleep. For the hour has come. And even when he told them sleep, for the hour has come, he went back to pray. And they were foolish enough. When your father and the Lord say, you sleep, let me pray, and you agree, you should be praying when he's sleeping. Don't be sleeping. If he is eating food, he tell you eat food, don't try it. Today Bishop David Oyedepo can tell you it's not by prayer, but let's ask ourselves the sincere truth. I study when I follow fathers, I check, their messages now will make sense. I go back to when he started. And I realized those times that they were part of the prayer team of Archbishop Benson Idahosa, he was the one that troubled them in prayer the most. Them Duncan Williams and the rest of them, he doesn't allow them to rest. Archbishop can tell them, let these people pray and stop, because they fasted and they pray. So before they finish fasting has not ended until there is prayer. So they pray in the evening. So when Bishop said they should stop by 4, Bishop Oyedepo says it's a lie. Say the body has not ended. They stop when the body has ended. So he will advance them to whether sometimes 6, sometimes 9, sometimes 10. If you're angry with you, angry with him. I can show you pictures of them sweating. He sweat. Everything is sweating. But now it's AC and it's. When you follow this one, you will realize that you are following, but your life is a parable and it's working the reality. And Jesus said, I spoke in parable so that they will not know. But you is not given to you to only survive by parable. It's given to you to partake of reality. Some months ago, the Lord appeared to me and said, Philip Cephas, may your life never remain a parable forever. I said, but there are so many parables in scripture. He says it's not meant for you. Seek the reality. Because anytime God speaks in parable, it's so that others in hearing they will not hear, in seeing they will not see. Because if they understand the parable, they walk in the reality. The apostles knew the prayer has a parable. But what about the reality? They could not. He beckoned upon them, they slept them all. He beckoned, they slept them all. He looked upon Peter. Can't you wait with me for just an hour? For the devil desire to sweep you like a reed. But I've prayed for you, that your faith will fail not. And so that when you are strong, you should strengthen your brethren. But you see, you are actually the one that was supposed to be praying, because your brethren faith even lies upon you. But you are not even serious now. You now see why all of them backslided while Jesus Christ was arrested. It was traceable to their deficiency of not praying that day. So immediately when Jesus was captured, Even Peter that say we will follow you to the end. If it means to die, we will die. He didn't know that utterances can only be survived upon the cruise of that prayer that was supposed to be prayed that day. And because he failed to receive help that day, in the days of evil days, nothing to stand upon. And so when they look upon you, are you part of them? He say, no, how can I be part of them? Say, but you talk like them. He say, no, never. I've never seen this man. Because there's no foundation to hold on to. No Ebenezer. And he was supposed to get that from that day that there was burdened to pray. And he was sleeping together with the rest. Because he was the first that they are going to beckon upon and say you are part of them. After him, they will now go and beckon upon the rest. They are also part of them. But all the rest ran away. Their faith failed from the very beginning. He at least advanced more. And lastly, the cock now crow. Then prophecy was fulfilled. See, no prophecy was designed to be fulfilled. Every prophecy was not just supposed to be fulfilled like that. Don't sit down and say they say you will die tomorrow and you are waiting for it to happen. What do you mean? Who you see that speak a thing and is established when the Lord has not commanded it? God did not give birth to you to kill you. If not, he won't give birth to you. You see a prophecy of my life, I will die. Did I say I want to live before? Did I decide to live? I'm living and surviving by another economy. You can't kill a spiritual man. Only God can kill him. But there are things to do to live. And until you do them, you will die. Every day we are pressed beyond measure to die. But we just refuse to die. And so immediately when their faith begin to fail them, they now realize that they needed help. But like I told you, the prayer they refused to pray that day was what was supposed to save them from that evil day. And mind you, Jesus Christ yet again, of course, he knew that he's supposed to die and rise again, but he keeps speaking it, keep praying, keep speaking, keep praying. And let me tell you, if he refuses to follow in obedience, he might go down and not come up again. It looks as though it will not happen. On the third day, when everybody has lost hope, his spirit came and raised him. He said something. He said, you cannot rise yourself, right? You have to raise him. Because even Jesus Christ himself, he remained there like that until something, that same spirit that raised him from the dead had to come. And that has the ability to quicken you and me. It's Ebenezer. Because he came to a point where another spirit have to come and help bring him again. All of us will die. But when we die, something will bring us back again. But do you know the spirit that will bring you back? Jesus was the one that said that there are some of you here that may never die. And if you choose to believe it will happen. He said, I am the resurrection, I am the life. He that believes in me, although he's dead, he will live. But he that live and believe in me will never die. Many heard it as a parable. John took it as a reality. And when he advanced with it, there was nothing they did not do to kill him. He refused to die. When the persecution was cast upon, they did this, they did that, they did this, yet again he keeps surviving. Everything they exposed him to was a military punishment required to kill you by default. Tie a milestone, put him inside water for days. Jews appear. He breathed like a fish and survived beyond even their expectation. To let you know that they knew that he's not going to die, they came and bring him up again. If you throw somebody inside ocean, will you have to check again? You are checking because even you know that he's not supposed to die. Daniel, did your God deliver you? Of course, you know he will come. Ebenezer. So they know they have put snare to destroy you, but they knew God will come. They put him inside oil and fry him like a karankose, and yet again he refused to die. He tumbled, he came up again. Ebenezer, a shield of defense, a clothing in a fortress. And they say this one is not one of them. Because the other one, they cut them, they cut their neck, it went out. This one, They now say, okay, they carry him, tie his hands, and tie him to animal, and drag him to the wilderness to go and die of no food, no water. And as they were dragging him around, nobody, no